In this event, it will come down to milliseconds and micro movements as we play the first true Hoila event of the Cup. And I'm sure we'll see some surprising results here, because in a level like this, all it takes is some tiny incorrect moves or a break tap too long to cause some crazy huge upsets. And this week we were treated to a stunning level by Ramon. Just look at the level of detail in these graphics. And maybe if you're used to newer games, this might not look as a lot, but considering the limitations of the graphics in Elasto Mania, this is definitely a work of art, and on top of that it was a really nice Hoila level to play. And to start us off, we have a guest appearance by Har-Ivar from Team Umi's Sons. And I'm not sure how old Har-Ivar is, but it's great to see young people starting their career early, so he will be the first to show us how to finish this level. And no custom shirt for Har-Ivar yet. Umis, you have to get on that. But let's see. Turning around, coming out to the right, all you have to do is drive all the way right to the flower. Coming down in between these humps here, coming up onto the mountain. Gonna be driving along this first mountain. Is it gonna be some crazy long jump? He's going for it, but not making it quite, so into the valley and up over the other hump here. And then coming down to the road down here before the uphill, and then grabbing the flower. Beautiful with the front wheel. At 24:14, a great demonstration of this level. And let's now jump into the 139th position, where we have Lumpicek, who is the son of another old school player, because we have to start those rivalries early, I guess. So let's check out what this, I believe 6-year-old future superstar could pull off. And here's Lumpicek's replay, which is about 3 seconds faster than the previous one. Starting out here towards the right as well. Driving down, gonna come into this valley, avoids that corner very nicely to not lose speed on that one. Coming up here, gonna climb the first mountain and then same kind of long jump here into the valley. Climbing the second mountain as well. Beautiful, brakes a little to stay down low so he can use this downhill to gas, and then jumping up into the uphill and grabs with the head first. So another beautiful demonstration of this level, Lumpicek coming in at 21:07. And with that, we'll make our way down into the 100th position, because it is the first default replay to watch. And apparently we have a 3-way tie in 100th place. So we'll start by merging Yuppie and Zebra, and then we'll merge Flop and Zebra as well. And why is Zebra going twice? Well, it's because Zebra has a custom shirt and the other two don't. So in this case, let's focus on Yuppie here, and then you have Zebra in the background in the zebra stripes. Let's see, both of them coming out here to the right, doing a different kind of start. Yuppie does the push from the corner and Zebra goes down into the valley. And which start is actually faster? It looks like Yuppie comes out a little bit ahead, but Zebra gets a beautiful lean back there. And they're both so equal, both doing a lean back here in the corner. Yuppie is going for a long jump but not making it to the flower, and both of them coming up, grabbing at the exact same time. And interesting to see these different starts that they did. Yuppie going here for the jump and the push away so he can go for a long jump, where Zebra goes down here into the valley and then jumps up. And in the end, they came out pretty much equal here, but then Zebra also went for this beautiful lean back here to allow him to get faster into this valley. But yeah, crazy to see so different replays getting in at exactly the same time and already this early into the level. And then of course we also have Flop, so this time we'll be following him with Zebra in the background again. Let's see, is he gonna go for the Yuppie start? No, they look like they're doing the same kind of start, at least same style, but maybe with a little bit different kind of moves. Both of them coming up here, and Flop having a huge lead, but he goes for a break instead of the lean back here. So that allows Zebra to catch up, and see, both of them doing the lean backs here as well. Flop doing a little bit longer of a jump, but then in the end, they come and grab the flower at the exact same time. Just a little bit different kind of variation here in the start, but more or less the same kind of style. But Zebra again doing his beautiful lean back, which allows him to go low and keep most of that momentum forward. Really beautiful stuff by both players. Interesting stuff already this early into the event, and you can see the times are already so tight. We're talking about hundreds of a second everywhere. And we see Ollie with the first time below 20 seconds and also upvoted. So I believe we have to check out this replay by Ollie, who comes in at 19.99. And here we have Ollie's replay. We're keeping Zebra in the background as well. It's always nice to have a reference point. Let's see, Ollie, they're both doing the same kind of start. He does a more like Flop-like start there, in not jumping in the beginning. But let's see, so far equal. Is he gonna go for a lean back as well? No, he slows down a little bit to get into this valley so he can gas in the downhill. Zebra was a tiny bit in the lead, but he gets a beautiful lean back there. Not gassing in the downhill, but making that long jump and grabbing the flower a tiny bit before Zebra. Nice execution by Ollie, and yeah, once you break a second barrier like that, you might as well stop. And with that, we'll make our way down. Let's jump into 50th place, unless we see something along the way that we want to check out as well. But we're already seeing some famous names, and the time is dropping relatively rapidly actually. We see Umis, who's not part of Umis' sons. But we also have Onla here in 54th place, actually a shared 54th place with Kopaka. But he does have 4 votes to his name, so I believe we will be checking out Onla's 1951 as our next replay. And here we have Onla in the black shirt. We keep Ollie here as well as a reference. But let's see how Onla could save 0.4 seconds. So far it's the same start. He actually gets a pretty nice push from that corner as well. Not just gassing on it, but getting a nice kick from it. And beautiful lean back here, going for the zebra style to keep low. And a second lean back as well, so beautifully timed, so close with the head. It's hard to judge how low to go, but he manages beautifully. And again, nice kick here to just push a little bit from the corner for the extra speed. And beautiful lean back here. Again, they are so hard to control, to not go too low and hit your head, and look how beautifully he just avoids it with an extra volt here. Really, really nice execution by Onla. And normally from here we would check out 50th place, but in 50th place we actually have a tie between Mats and Dash. But in 49th place we have a vote for Vize's replay. So with that, it makes sense to check out Vize's replay in 49th place and compare that to Onla that we just saw. And here's Vize with Onla in the background. Let's see, he goes for this jump and push and gonna go for the long jump. Let's see which start is fastest here. He comes in, beautiful break push, loses a little bit of grip, but so far he has a tiny bit of lead over Onla. But I get Onla did a little bit better lean back, but Vize comes in, and what is this? He jumps high and pushes from the cloud into the ground and jumps up for the flower. Really crazy stuff. By the start they were pretty much equal. Vize had a tiny bit of lead, but Onla getting this beautiful lean back, so he catches up a little bit, but Vize gets an early grip, can gas really early, good lean back, and then goes for these crazy pushes from the cloud straight on into the ground and up to the flower. So we are starting to see some different styles emerge in a short level like this. Really nice to see. And with that, we'll jump into 30th position, unless we see someone else that we want to check out along the way. In 40th place, we have Jaws, and actually we have Naish coming in 30th place at 1921, one of the newer players in the scene. And let's see what Naish in the beautiful tie-dye shirt could pull off. Coming out here towards the right and not doing the push, he goes down into the valley, but he's gonna be beating Vize. So will this start be faster? He has good grip, he gets a lot of gas, and he goes for a long jump here. He skips the valley in between, and with beautiful olive volts, he gets a nice push and break on the very top of that mountain, and comes in here and just has a tiny bit more speed before the flower. Vize again goes for this low jump and then pushing. Naish skips entire valley, and then Vize ahead technically, but he has downwards momentum. Naish has forwards momentum, and that allows him to jump to the flower faster. Crazy stuff, so many different styles already. And with that, we'll make our way down, and I believe we will be checking out, yeah, 30th place as well. We might as well do it, and it does have a lot of votes as well. We also see me and Pocho from EA sandwiching Fabio here in 30th place. But 1910 is a great time, let's check it out. And Fabio with the spade shirt coming out here gets a tiny bit slower start actually. Was he a little bit late with that turn or gas? But both of them jumping down into the valley. Is this gonna be the long jump as well? Let's see. Gets a nice vault up here and goes for a long jump. A little bit different kind of vaulting here, but gets a nice kick on the very corner there. And so much speed into this drop. And then just straight to the flower. Yeah, tiny bit slow start. I don't know if it wasn't like holding space or gas from the beginning maybe. But very beautiful timing on the vault here, so you can get a really strong push here on the corner with break. And that just allows him that bit of extra speed to overtake Naish and get the flower first. Nice run by Fabio, and nice style by Team EM as well. And then we actually have some votes here for T-Technique. So let's see if EMA maybe came up with something different here. And this time we'll be following T-Technique. And let's see, yeah, a little bit faster start here again. Fabio was probably missing some gas or turn there. But let's see, he goes for this long jump, and he is in the lead, but he has less speed here. So yeah, he cannot go for the long jump here. He goes into the valley instead. But is this gonna be... Yeah, it is the push from the cloud that we saw Vize doing, I believe. And that just allows him to grab the flower a tiny bit faster. But yeah, he can go for this long jump, which gets him in the lead. But that means he has less speed as well. So he cannot do the long jump here instead. But then goes for this crazy push from the cloud down into the ground and then up to the flower. Beautiful run by T-Technique and style by EMA. And with that, let's see if we make our way down, actually only to place 24, where we have Barry P, who is the first one to break the 19-second barrier at 18.99. And of course, Barry P in the very familiar VLC shirt. Let's see, both of them going for this long jump style, it looks like. Jumping, getting a push from that corner so you can get the two auto vaults in, getting the push here. And let's see, is it going to be the long jump here as well? It is! He can actually do the long jump. He has enough speed and he makes the corner. He gets over that mountain. Loses a little bit of speed, but still in the end, it is enough, and he grabs with the head as well. Maybe could have been even faster with the wheel there, I don't know. But yeah, he is able to go for this long jump. He had enough speed from the start. Beautiful, getting on the top of that mountain, into the valley here. And then yeah, just able to get it with the head before T-Technique catches the flower. And we're seeing so many different styles, I don't know which is faster. Should you be doing both the long jumps, or is the push from the cloud faster? No idea. Let's see if we have some other voted replays here, or if we're gonna be checking out the 10th place. It looks like we have Bien here, we have Mira, Zero. Zero? What? In 11th place. Zero so far has only placed first or second in this cup. And here he comes in 11th place. Does this mean that Team Dot have the wrong style, or did Zero just not play this event? But let's see, in 10th place we have TM. But the Zero replay also has some votes. I don't know if this is just because it's crazy to see Zero here, or if it did something different. But since it has some votes, let's check out Zero's replay first, and then we'll check out TM's 10th place. And here we have Zero's surprising 11th place finish. Let's see, coming in here, gets the early push, going for the long jump as well. So far neck and neck with Barry P. Let's see, gets down here, and both of them going for the long jump as well. It's completely equal, these replays actually. He gets the break on the top of the very mountain and comes down here, gets a nice push in the end there as well, and jumps for the flower. So nothing completely out of the ordinary. Maybe this was just an early finish and then he didn't have time to improve. But regardless, we have other replays to watch, so let's check out TM's 1855. And here we have TM's run, which is 2/100ths of a second faster. And it's not the Zero start, it's not the long jump. He goes down into the valley here, jumps up, and gets a really beautiful grip, can gas so much in that uphill even. And he has so much more speed. He's catching Zero here by the mountain and gets a beautiful push there on the very top of it. A nice wheel compression and grabs with the wheel, which is just a tiny bit faster. Look how he's able to gas all the way over this hump with the help of that vault. Just gassing all the way, very nice grip there. And then coming in and getting a beautiful brake push here on the very corner, and that gives him so much speed. But again, Zero gets that push in the very bottom, but grabbing with the wheel just tiny bit faster than grabbing with the head, and that allows TM to beat Zero by 2/100ths of a second. And with that, we'll jump into 5th place, unless we see something else. We see Cifias actually going for a good finish in this run, otherwise he's mostly, I think, helping out with styles and save loading. Let's see, we have JT from Team Dot in 8th place, Moon Jelly coming in for CMR in 7th place, really surprising, and it has a lot of votes. So let's check out Moon Jelly and CMR's incredible 1846. And here we have Moon Jelly in the all black t-shirt. Let's see, is it gonna be the same start? Yeah, so far completely equal. Getting not a push, but very good gas here, and getting such good grip there. It's really amazing to see actually. And goes for this long jump with a little bit less vaulting, but very good precision and such a high jump. He's landing on the very top of that mountain. And that's how he's able to beat TM. Again, the start completely equal, but just look, he has a little bit more speed coming out of there, and that means he doesn't need to go for these crazy spins. Instead, he times it perfectly so he can break as high up on the very top of this mountain as possible, so he doesn't have to climb upwards. He can have downward speed immediately after there, so he's just coming down into the valley faster and allows him to push up to the flower even sooner. Really nice replay by Moon Jelly. And with that, we'll jump into 5th place. We see Mieltz coming in 6th, very nice. And then we have, oh what? We have a tied 4th place, AKB and Finman. No, it's so nice for me from EA as well to see AKB getting a 4th place, really incredible. And I believe the only sensible thing is to just merge these two replays against each other. And I'm really interested to see if we were using the same style as Team Dot. AKB in the black and green, Finman in the blue and white. And I will be biased, I will follow AKB in this case. And let's see. Both of us doing the jump start here, getting the push from the corner, going for this long jump. So far very equal, getting a good brake push there, going in for this long jump, and yeah, just all spin here. completely the same vaulting as well. It's like they're twins in this run, but very different end, kind of end middle here. AKB goes for the low jump here, and going for an all vault here to get a push in the very bottom. Finman goes for a long jump instead, and with the wheel pressure here as well, they end up getting the very same time. Let's follow that again from Finman's perspective. Both of them going for this long jump here, getting good grip, good gas. Finman tiny bit in the lead. Both of them going for olo, normal. That was the combination that worked. But Finman gassing and going for this long jump and the wheel compression to grab with the wheel. We saw that before. Grabbing with the wheel seemed to be the fastest style, but it was very hard to get in a good position. But he gets this wheel pressure first and comes in with another wheel pressure here to allow that front wheel to be aimed upwards and grabbing with the wheel exactly the same time that AKB grabbed with the head. So two very nice replays at once there. And with that, we'll jump into the podium. And in third place, we have Tully from MIE, who keeps delivering in this cup. And so nice to have already 3 different teams in the top 5. And because I favored AKB before, this time we'll favor Finman and include him in the merge. Let's see. Wait, they're doing different starts? He goes into the valley start here, whereas Finman does the long jump. And they are so close. Finman still has the lead, but I think Tully can get a little bit more speed from doing the start. Same kind of vaulting, and they're completely even here. And both going for the long jump in the end. No wheel pressure, but grabs with the front wheel anyway. And let's see here. He comes down, he gets that gassing. We've seen this start so many times. He looks like he's gonna be behind, but he gets a good gassing here. And he is actually a tiny bit behind. And he is catching up maybe a little bit, but Finman is keeping his lead actually. But yeah, by now you can see Tully is catching up. And they get the exactly same kind of push there. Both of them going for the long jump. And Tully just has a really good vault combination here, so he's able to jump and push up for that flower. I can't believe we're seeing like different start styles and different end styles in the top 5 in a level like this. Let's see if second place will surprise us as well, because in second place we have Aldi, also from Team MIE. Great showing by them in this event. And we can probably expect very similar replays here as they are from the same team. Let's see, so far they're pretty much glued to each other, both of them going down into the valley, coming up here. And it's just so nice to see replays so very well synced. But Aldi will beat Tully with a tiny bit. Let's see, both of them getting beautiful pushes there. Different kind of vaulting here. Aldi goes for a little bit wheel compression maybe, but he's just like 0.3 faster than Tully. And let's see, he got good gassing here actually on the very like top of that mountain. And comes down here with a little bit of wheel pressure and just has that tiny bit of lead that he manages to keep. But the question, of course, is who is in first place? Is it gonna be someone else from Team MIE, or will someone else take the win? Let's find out. In first place, we have Smeebu. Smeebu with the surprise first place victory. Really cool to see him here. And after taking such a long break from Elasto Mania, it's insane that he's able to come back and eke out a first place in World Cup 9 event number 7. And also breaking that 18.3, getting an 18.29. And a beautiful full podium for Team MIE as well. Finally someone steps up and shows that if they want to win this cup, they still have to fight for it. And here we have Smeebu's winning run overlaid on Audi. Let's see, it's probably gonna be exactly the same style. Both of them jumping down here, coming up, glued to each other. Audi has a tiny millimeter lead so far. Coming in for this vaulting here. Great pushes on the top of the mountain. And Smeebu just gets so good gas on the top there. And nice. Really... Wait, let's look at that ending again. Looks like he's gonna go for a wheel compression. But the wheel doesn't really compress. Instead, it allows him to stay up. And I think that actually saves him time. First of all, great pushes there. And look how far they're able to gas. Even in the slide down part here. They're able to keep some traction and gas even there. But let's see, he goes for what looks like it's gonna be a wheel compression, but it's not really. So he stays high and gets a good angle for the final push to the flower. Really beautiful style by Team MIE. Really beautiful runs. And yeah, just great event by Ramon. And I can only agree with what others are saying. The start was a complete surprise to me. Very weird. I don't even think we tried that style really. But yeah, AKB did get the head flower, so that should count for something. And what the... Apparently Mieltz did 1871 after 4 minutes of playing. That is just insane. I didn't play that much of this event, but it took me about 4 hours to get a 1907. I think AKB played like 16 hours or something to get his 4th place finish. So this 1871 in 4 minutes is just crazy. And as always, we'll finish it off with an SL replay, this time by Mats from Time Riders, who managed a 1721 in this level. Let's check it out. It's not going down into the valley start, it's not the Team MIE start. Let's see, it's the long jump here. How is it gonna be able to come in at 1721? Going very slow here. Is it gonna be the long jump actually? Let's see. Okay. yeah. Yeah, why not? Why not go for some crazy wheel pop and then just... it's just one of those Slesk wrecks where the game just bugs out a little bit. But yeah. Beautiful style, I guess. Wouldn't be legit, wouldn't be counted even if you got that in a live run, but it's always fun to see. But great level by Ramon, great replays, and really fun to see so many different styles in a level like this as well. And stay tuned for next week when we have this crazy pork level by Naish. It looks fantastic and I love the theme. I think it's gonna be a great event. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.